What if I told you that Rolls-Royce spent over $1 million developing just the sound of the door closing on this car? The Phantom costs $500,000, takes 4 months to build, and has over 100 pounds of sound deadening. But here's what shocked me most after spending time with one. It's not about speed or technology. It's about something far more valuable. Wait until you see what I reveal at minute 12. Before we experience automotive royalty, if you're fascinated by ultimate luxury, or just curious what $500,000 buys you, hit that subscribe button and smash the bell. I'm giving you the complete truth, the insane craftsmanship, the hidden details, and whether any car is worth this much money. What I discovered at minute 13 will change how you think about luxury. Let's dive in. The Rolls-Royce Phantom. Not just a car. It's a statement, a sanctuary, a moving work of art, and the ultimate expression of automotive luxury. First introduced in 1925, the Phantom name represents Rolls-Royce's flagship. The current 8th generation, launched in 2017, continues a nearly 100-year legacy of being the best car in the world. The core numbers. Base price, $460,000 to $550,000. Can easily exceed $700,000 with options. Engine, 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12. Power, 563 horsepower, 664 lb-ft torque. 0 to 60 miles per hour, 5.3 seconds. Irrelevant, but impressive for 5,600 pounds. Top speed, 155 miles per hour, electronically limited. Weight, 5,644 pounds. Production, fully bespoke, takes 450+ hours per car. The philosophy, Rolls-Royce doesn't build the fastest car, or the most technologically advanced, or the best handling. They build the most luxurious, the most refined, the most serene car possible. Everything else is secondary. The variants. Phantom, standard wheelbase. Phantom Extended, longer rear compartment. Phantom Tempest, limited edition. Completely bespoke one-offs. By the end of this video, you'll understand what makes the Phantom worth $500,000, the insane attention to detail, who actually buys them, and whether this represents the peak of automotive luxury. Let's start with what you feel the moment you touch the door handle. The Phantom isn't built. It's crafted, hand-assembled, obsessed over. Let's explore what 450+ hours of labor creates. The door close. That famous Rolls-Royce door closing sound took over $1 million and 2 years to develop. The engineering. Doors weigh approximately 60 pounds each. Sound deadening. Insulation. Self-closing mechanism. Push gently. It closes itself. 6 layers of sound insulation. Perfectly tuned dampers for the exact closing sound. Acoustic engineers spent months perfecting the thud. Why? Because Rolls-Royce believes the door close is your first interaction with the car. It must be perfect. When you close a Phantom door, you hear wealth, quality, and engineering excellence. The paint. Rolls-Royce offers any color imaginable. The process. Standard process. 5 coats of primer. Multiple color coats, up to 7 layers. Hand sanded between coats. Clear coat layers. Final polish by hand. Total paint thickness, approximately 0.5 millimeters. Time, 3 to 4 weeks. Custom colors. Bring any sample, fabric, flower, photo. Rolls-Royce will match it exactly. Create custom paint formula. Additional cost, $10,000 to $50,000 plus. One owner matched their Phantom to their wife's nail polish. Each car receives over 40 hours of hand polishing. The wood. This is where artistry meets obsession. The process. Wood veneers from single tree for color matching. Each veneer hand-selected for grain pattern. Book matched, mirror imaged, across dashboard. 12+ veneer pieces in typical dashboard. Hand finished, up to 8 coats of lacquer. Polished by hand for mirror finish. Wood options. Walnut, oak, mahogany, bamboo, and many others. Open pore or high gloss finish. Customizable inlays. Mother of pearl, metal, custom designs. One Phantom featured a dashboard with a map of the owner's estate inlaid in gold and silver. Cost of that dashboard alone, over $200,000. The leather. Sourcing. Only the finest hides accepted. Bulls from regions without barbed wire, to avoid scarring. each hide inspected for imperfections. Approximately 15 to 18 hides per Phantom interior. Only central portions used. Most perfect areas. Stitching. All major seating areas hand-stitched. Over 200 meters of stitching per car. Perfectly straight lines, within 0.1 millimeters tolerance. Contrast stitching available in any color. Takes 2+ weeks per interior. The headliner. The famous Rolls-Royce Starlight headliner. Up to 1,600 fiber optic lights. Hand-installed individually. Can create custom constellations. Randomized pattern. Mimics real night sky. Shooting star effect available. Takes 20+ hours to install. One owner had the exact night sky from their wedding date recreated. Another had their family crest in the stars. The spirit of ecstasy. The iconic hood ornament. Retracts in a hood when car is locked. Theft prevention. Polished stainless steel, or available in gold, crystal, or custom materials. Illuminated base, optional. Each one hand-polished. Rises slowly when car is unlocked. 8 seconds. Deliberately theatrical. The umbrellas. Hidden in the front doors. 2 full-size umbrellas. Custom Rolls-Royce handles. Teflon-coated fabric. Dries quickly. Drainage system indoors so water doesn't drip into cabin. Because walking in the rain is beneath a Phantom owner. Total handwork hours. Conservative estimate of hand labor per Phantom. Assembly. 200 hours. Paint. 40 hours. Interior. 150 hours. Quality control. 30 hours. Customization. 30+ hours. Can be hundreds for extreme bespoke. Total. 450+ hours minimum. Rolls-Royce's engineering obsession isn't speed or handling. It's silence. The Phantom is the quietest production car ever made. The numbers. At 60 miles per hour, interior noise level. Approximately 56 decibels. For context, normal conversation, 60 dB. Luxury car, Mercedes S-Class 62 to 64 dB. Regular car, 70 to 75 dB. The Phantom is quieter than talking. How they achieve this? Sound deadening material. Over 130 kilograms, 286 pounds, of sound deadening material. Multiple layers throughout entire body. Includes foam, mass-loaded vinyl, acoustic barriers. Floor alone has 6 mm+ of sound material. The aluminum space frame. The Phantom uses an all-aluminum architecture. Rolls-Royce calls it the architecture of luxury. 30% stiffer than previous generation. Reduces vibration transmission. Custom-engineered mounting points. Double-skin floor panels. The tires. Custom Michelin tires with foam inserts to reduce road noise. Specific tread pattern. Quiet over performance. High sidewalls for smooth ride. Cost, $600+ per tire. The glass. Double laminated side windows. Triple laminated windscreen. Over 6 mm thick, 50% thicker than normal cars. Acoustic interlayer between glass sheets. Blocks wind noise, road noise, and outside world. The magic carpet ride. The suspension system is engineering marvel. Flag bearer system. Camera scans road ahead. Reads road surface conditions. Pre-adjusts suspension before hitting bumps. Uses GPS data to predict corners. Air suspension with continuous adjustment. Result. The car literally floats over imperfections. Potholes disappear. Speed bumps become irrelevant. The V12 engine. Why V12? Inherently balanced. No vibration. Smooth power delivery. Refinement over efficiency. The Rolls-Royce trademark. Specifications. 6.75 liters. The largest engine in any production car. Twin turbocharged. 563 horsepower. 664 lb-ft torque. Redline. 6,000 revolutions per minute. Low for smoothness. 8-speed automatic transmission. The sound. At idle, standing outside the car, the V12 is nearly inaudible. Inside, complete silence. You cannot hear the engine running. The driving experience. Press the throttle gently, and the Phantom surges forward with zero drama. No noise, no vibration, just effortless acceleration. One journalist described it. It's like being teleported. You're suddenly going 80 miles per hour and you have no sense of speed or motion. Just serene progress. The isolation. The cabin is so quiet that Rolls-Royce engineers had to add artificial noise cancellation to mask your own breathing. Passenger whispers. Tiny vibrations from the world. The isolation is almost eerie. You're in a moving sanctuary, completely disconnected from reality. Here's where the Phantom becomes truly extraordinary. Through Rolls-Royce Bespoke, virtually anything is possible. The gallery. The dashboard features an optional gallery, a glass-enclosed display space spanning the passenger side. What people put there? Custom artwork commissioned specifically for their car. 3D sculptures. Historic photographs encased in gold. Silk paintings. Mother-of-pearl inlays depicting family crests. One owner had a working mechanical watch movement. Another had meteorite fragments from a specific meteor shower. Cost: $30,000 to $200,000 plus, depending on complexity. Picnic tables. Rear seat passengers get fold-out picnic tables. Veneered in same wood as dashboard. Perfectly balanced. Champagne glass won't tip. Leather underside. Can include inlaid artwork or family crests. The champagne cooler. Optional rear center console includes refrigerated compartment. Holds 2 champagne bottles perfectly. Temperature controlled. Crystal champagne flutes included. Rolls-Royce branded. Can chill to exact serving temperature. Embroidery and monograms. Headrests. Owner's initials embroidered. Family crest. Custom designs. Up to 200,000 stitches for complex designs. Door sills. Illuminated. Custom text or family name. Can include birth dates, wedding dates, etc. Custom paint schemes. Notable examples. Sweptail, one-off Phantom Coupe. Commissioned for $13 million. Completely unique body. Custom interior with built-in travel cases. Most expensive new car ever sold. Phantom Tempest. Limited to 20 units. Features Pulsar star theme. Custom geometric pattern throughout. Frozen dark gray paint. Bespoke champagne cooler with whiskey decanter. Client requests Rolls-Royce has fulfilled. Matching car interior to yacht interior, down to exact wood and leather. Embedding diamonds into the headliner. Custom silk carpets woven with owner's initials. Painting the car to match a specific sunset. Creating a dashboard gallery with owner's wedding photos in 24K gold frames. Installing a vault safe in the trunk. Custom humidor with climate control for cigars. The Bespoke timeline. For extensive customization. Initial consultation, 2 to 4 hours. Design development, 2 to 6 months. Approval process, multiple iterations. Manufacturing, 4 to 8 months. Total time, 6 to 14 months from order to delivery. The cost, base Phantom, $460,000 typical Bespoke editions, $100,000 to $200,000 extreme Bespoke, $300,000 to $500,000 plus. Most Phantoms sold exceed $600,000 to $700,000. The philosophy. Torsten Müller-Otvos, Rolls-Royce CEO, said, "We never say no. If a client can dream it, we will engineer it and build it." One engineer explained, "We once spent 6 months developing a custom sent to be infused into the leather of one car. That's our commitment to Bespoke." So, who actually buys a $500,000 plus car? Let's talk about the real Phantom owner demographics. The wealth profile. Minimum financial profile. Net worth. $50 million plus minimum. Typical net worth. $100 million to $10 billion plus. Annual income. $5 million plus, though often irrelevant at this wealth level. Average age. 55 to 65. Car collection. Usually 5-20 plus vehicles. Geographic distribution. 40%. Middle East, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar. 25%. Asia, China, Hong Kong, Singapore. 20%. North America, USA, Canada. 10%. Europe, UK, Germany, Monaco. 5%. Rest of world. The buyer categories. 1. Old money families. Multi-generational wealth. Value tradition and heritage. Often have owned Rolls-Royce for decades. Prefer understated colors and classic configurations. Use Phantom for formal occasions and state events. 2. Tech billionaires. Silicon Valley entrepreneurs. Often younger, 40s to 50s. Prefer modern customizations. More likely to choose bold colors. Use as daily driver or special occasions vehicle. 3. Royalty and heads of state. Actual kings, queens, emirs, sultans. Extended wheelbase, always. Maximum security features. Often armored. Unofficial option through third parties. Used for state functions. 4. Entertainment industry. A-list actors, musicians, athletes. Most likely to customize extensively. Often flashy colors and designs. Used for red carpet events and visibility. Jay-Z, Drake, David Beckham are known owners. 5. Business tycoons. Real estate developers, hedge fund managers, industrialists. View Phantom as business tool. Image matters. Often chauffeur-driven. Extended wheelbase preferred. Conservative specifications. 6. Collectors. Own multiple Phantoms. Treat as investment in art. Limited editions preferred. Minimal driving. Preserve value. Storage in climate-controlled facilities. The purchase process. You can't just walk into a dealer. Step 1. Relationship building. Often multi-year relationship with Rolls-Royce. Previous ownership or strong referral required. Some buyers are invited to purchase. Step 2. Bespoke consultation. Meet with Rolls-Royce Bespoke specialist. Discuss vision, preferences, lifestyle. Review material samples, color options. Can visit factory in Goodwood, England. Step 3. Configuration. Choose every detail. Approve designs and materials. Finalize specifications. Sign contract and make deposit. Step 4. Production. 4 to 8 months typically. Regular updates on progress. Can visit factory during build. Step 5. Delivery. White glove delivery service. Rolls-Royce representative delivers personally. Full walkthrough of every feature. Champagne and celebration. Chauffeur versus self-driven. Approximately 60% of Phantoms are chauffeur-driven. Extended wheelbase is almost always chauffeur-driven. Standard wheelbase, 50/50th split. Owners in Asia and Middle East more likely to have chauffeur. Western owners more likely to drive themselves. Why extended wheelbase? The rear compartment extends 220 millimeters, 8.6 inches. Reclining rear seats. More legroom, already massive and standard. Better for chauffeur-driven use. Adds $50,000 price. 75% of buyers choose it. Usage patterns. Typical Phantom annual mileage. Chauffeur-driven, 5,000 to 15,000 miles/year. Owner-driven, 1,000 to 5,000 miles/year. Collection piece, 100 to 500 miles/year. The stigma. Some ultra-wealthy prefer not to have a Phantom. Too ostentatious. Prefer stealth wealth. Don't want attention. Choose understated Mercedes S-Class or Bentley instead. One billionaire said, "A Phantom announces your wealth." Sometimes you don't want that announcement. At $500,000 plus, what else could you buy? Let's compare. Direct competitors. Bentley Mulsanne, $310,000. Discontinued 2020. Was Phantom's closest rival. More driver-focused, less serene. V8 engine, less smooth than V12. Cost, $150,000 less. Verdict, sportier, less ultimate. Mercedes-Maybach S680, $230,000. Half the price of Phantom. Excellent luxury and technology. V12 engine option. But feels like a Mercedes because it is. Verdict, 80% of Phantom for 45% of cost. Bentley Flying Spur, $230,000 to $270,000. Sportier than Phantom. W12 engine. Better handling. But less presence, less exclusive. Verdict, more engaging to drive, less special. The value proposition. For $500,000 you could buy Mercedes-Maybach S680 plus Porsche 911 Turbo. 5 BMW M3S. Bentley Continental Plus Range Rover Plus Porsche Cayenne. Down payment on nice house in many markets. Or one Phantom. What justifies the price? Bespoke manufacturing. Every Phantom is unique. The customization alone justifies significant premium. Brand heritage. Rolls-Royce has been the pinnacle of luxury for over a century. You're buying history. Resale value. Phantoms hold value better than competitors. After 5 years, retains 45 to 55% of value. Mercedes-Maybach retains 35 to 40%. Special editions can appreciate. Ownership experience, concierge service, white glove maintenance, pickup and delivery for service. Loaner cars, usually Cullinan or Ghost. The intangibles, how you feel arriving at events. The door's closing sound, knowing you own the best. The spirit of ecstasy on the hood. Total cost of ownership. Year 1. Purchase, $600,000 with options. Insurance, $8,000 to $15,000. Maintenance, $3,000 to $5,000. Registration/taxes, variable by location. Annual ongoing. Insurance, $8,000 to $15,000 per year. Maintenance, $5,000 to $10,000 per year. Depreciation, $40,000 to $60,000 per year. 5-year ownership. Total invested, $600,000 purchase. Total spent, $100,000 to $150,000. Insurance, maintenance. Resale value, $270,000 to $330,000. Total cost, $420,000 to $480,000. Or $84,000 to $96,000 per year to own. For context, you could lease a new Mercedes S-Class every year for less. After examining every detail, is the Rolls-Royce Phantom worth $500,000? The honest assessment. As transportation, absolutely not. A $50,000 Lexus LS gets you places just as effectively. As engineering excellence, yes. The attention to detail, the craftsmanship, the obsession with perfection, it's unmatched. As ultimate luxury, unquestionably, nothing else comes close to the serenity, presence, and bespoke nature. As status symbol, complicated. For some, it's necessary. For others, it's too obvious. As investment, reasonable. Better than many luxury purchases, though not as good as real estate or stocks. What you're actually buying, not speed. The Phantom does 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds. Impressive for its weight, but a Tesla Model S Plaid does it in 1.99 seconds for 1/4 the price. Not technology. The infotainment is decent, but behind Mercedes, BMW, or Tesla. Not handling. This is not a driver's car. It's floaty, isolated, disconnected. What you are buying. 1. Silence. The quietest car in the world. 2. Presence. Nothing commands attention like a Phantom. 3. Craftsmanship. For 50+ hours of hand labor. 4. Bespoke luxury. A car built exactly to your specifications. 5. Heritage. A century of being the best. 6. Serenity. A moving sanctuary from the world. Who should buy it? You should buy a Phantom if. Net worth $100 million plus. Minimum $50 million. You value ultimate luxury over everything else. You appreciate craftsmanship and detail. The $600,000 doesn't affect your lifestyle. You want the absolute best, regardless of cost. You have appropriate storage and insurance. You'll actually use and appreciate it. You should not buy it if $600,000 would strain your finances in any way. You prioritize driving dynamics or speed. You prefer stealth wealth. You want cutting-edge technology. You be buying purely for status. The philosophy. Rolls-Royce doesn't compete on specifications. They compete on experience. The Phantom isn't trying to be the fastest or the most advanced. It's trying to be the most serene, most luxurious, most perfectly crafted automobile possible. And by that measure, it succeeds absolutely. My personal take. If I had $100 million, would I buy a Phantom? Maybe. Not for daily driving, but for special occasions, for experiencing the absolute pinnacle of automotive luxury. But I deeply appreciate that exists. The world needs these extreme examples of craftsmanship. They inspire. They set standards. They remind us what's possible when cost is no object. The Phantom is excess refined into art. And sometimes, that's exactly what luxury should be. The Rolls-Royce Phantom, 5,600 pounds of handcrafted luxury, 130 pounds of sound deadening, for 50+ hours of human labor, and $500,000. It's not for everyone. It's not even for most wealthy people. But for those who can afford it, who appreciate it, who understand what it represents, it's the ultimate expression of automotive luxury. In a world of mass production, efficiency, and compromise, the Phantom stands as a monument to craftsmanship. Every door close, every wood grain, every stitch is perfection. You don't buy a Phantom to get somewhere. You buy it for the journey, for the silence, for the serenity, for the knowledge that you're traveling in the best automobile money can buy. The Spirit of Ecstasy doesn't just ornament the hood. She represents a philosophy. Excellence without compromise. Luxury without limit. Craftsmanship without equal. Direct to camera. Thoughtful. So what's your take? Is the Phantom the ultimate automobile? Or is it excessive indulgence? Would you rather have one Phantom or 10 different amazing cars? Drop your thoughts below. I love hearing different perspectives on ultimate luxury. If this deep dive into automotive royalty was valuable, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest luxury car content. I've linked resources in description, full specs, bespoke gallery examples, and comparisons to other ultra-luxury cars. Thanks for experiencing the Phantom with me. Until next time, may your doors always close with that perfect thud. See you in the next one.